All right, there we go. We are up and live on both. Good morning, guys. Oh man, I gotta figure out for whatever reason, my Facebook on my computer is still doing that weird jumping thing in the camera. Morning. But since you guys say you can't see it, I just have to deal with it on my own. So, hi, Lori. Hey, Anna. All right, guys. So, good morning. Welcome to boot camp. My name's Amelia. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is a body weight boot camp mixture of body weight strength, cardio, and some core training. Since it's freestyle, I won't have music playing on my end, so you guys can get whatever you'd like to listen to cranking up on your end. Morning, Meredith. Whatever gets you pumped up. I keep seeing one of our Towson members. Her name's Chris. She's an early birder, so she's like done her workout and then some already today, but she's been posting that she's been enjoying listening to country music while she's been working out during this quarantine time. So whatever floats your boat, whatever gets you rocking and rolling. And then just make sure you've got space around you to move, nothing in the way, nothing you're gonna trip over. If you do have some type of towel or mat, we will have some exercises on the floor so you can have that to keep you moving or to keep you comfortable down on the ground. Make sure you've got water and at all times, listen to your body, move with what feels good for you. I will try to provide options as much as I can. Good morning. And keep everybody moving safely and effectively. So that being said, I just realized, no, I think I can do away without it. All right, get the camera set here. Should be able to. Oh, this camera jumping in. I gotta figure this out. Is there a way to pretend like you're going live on Facebook and not actually go live so I can play with it? All right, guys, so once again, find space to move. Make sure there's nothing on the floor around you. You've got room to move forward, back, side to side. Obviously, you can adjust the size of your movements to whatever space you have, but we want to make sure we're staying safe first and foremost. I don't know, why are you searching for my belt? All right. We've got, how many moves there are? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh, shoot, I think 6. Okay, that's not going to work today. So, all right, guys, my timer's not cooperating. So just find some space, and we're going to start with a nice, easy little jog on the spot. So just start lifting through the feet. Get the body warm, nothing too intense. Just start out light and easy run. Heels coming up. If you don't want to run, we've got the march option for you. You can stay low right on the floor there. Your workout, your choice. We always have choices whenever we are moving. 10 more seconds here, guys. All right, next up, we're going to take it to a jumping jack. So out and in, reach the hands nice and tall above the head to start to get the heart rate lifted. If you don't want to jump, tap down in that jack, still making that movement through the upper body, nice and big. 10 more seconds there, guys. 3, 2, next movement. We're going to step out into a lateral lunge and take a rotation. So we are rotating towards the bent leg. Make sure the hips stay square as we rotate. Keep the rotation in the ribs. Ten more seconds, guys. You don't have to get super low in that lunge. Just starting to warm up through the lateral sides of the body. All right, guys, set the feet wide. We've got squats. Super easy, down and up. Check in, see how your hips are feeling this morning. More seconds here, guys. Press the heels into the floor. Squeeze through the glutes as you rise. Chest stays tall, torso is lifted. All right, we're gonna add on to that squat. So we're gonna squat, step back to a runner's lunge, back to the squat and stand. So front leg stays bent, back leg reaches straight behind. If you guys want to, add a little reach to the floor and then step back in. So squat, step, reach, squat, stand. All right, guys, next time you come to the lunge, hold and come to the floor in a plank position. We've got around the world taps. So hand, hand, toe, toe. Hand, hand, toe, toe. If you need to come to the knees, come to the knees. All good. 5 more seconds, guys. In that plank, try to keep the wrists right below the shoulders. All right, come back up to stand. We're gonna do that all one more time. So come back to your jog. Maybe start to kick it up a little bit. Heels lift a little higher, feet move a little faster. 15 more seconds. Heart rate should be getting a little higher. Maybe you're starting to sweat a little bit. 3, 2, jumping jacks, out and in. Try to take the arms a little bigger. Maybe try to get a little wider in the feet. Whoop. 15 seconds. 3, 2, lateral lunge with the rotation. So maybe now we try to get a little lower into that lunge. Trying to figure out how can I not, there we go completely out of the screen. And when you sink into that lunge, guys, still make sure hips are pressing back, hips are square, rotate through the ribs. 10 more seconds. All right, feet set, squat down and up. Maybe try to go a little deeper this time. Maybe a little quicker. It's round 2 of the warm up. So we want to start to dial up the intensity a bit. But what that looks like for me is probably different than what it looks like for you. Again, listen to your own body. Move in a way that feels good for you. Three, 2, start to add that long back stepping runner's lunge. So nice long step behind, trying to stay low and loaded in the stationary leg. Stay on it, guys. And from here, we head to the floor for our around the world plank. In 3, 2, 1, head to the floor. So tap. Arm, arm, toe, toe. Walking it around, guys. Arm, arm, toe, toe. So should be starting to feel this in the shoulders, quads, glutes, and our core. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1. Come back up to stand. Just a little bit of mobility to wrap us up. Nice big swings through the arms. Take the shoulders, circle back, nice big sweeps. Bring them to the front. Release through the torso, and then just kind of a nice big general shakeout. All right, guys, so we are going back, and we are going to reuse a formula, sort of, that we've used before. So we start this workout with a 5-minute ladder. So that means we have a series of movements. You start with 1 rep, go through, do each move 1 rep, then 2, then 3, so on and so forth, as high as you can get in 5 minutes. So let me show you what those moves are first. So first one is going to be a straight jump. So that's easy. 1 big push off the floor. You don't want to leave the floor. Squat, drive up onto the toes. Move 2, single leg deadlift. So hinge, whoop, and then hinge. Balance training. Then lateral squat. So we go 1 and 1. Right and left is 1 rep for the deadlifts and the squat. Then we come to the floor. Super simple, push up. And then after we hit our push up, we bring the forearms to the floor and we have a hover, alternating toe and finger tap. So again, hover, you're reaching out and out. So we've got 3 moves in there where 2 reps technically equals 1 count. So that's the single leg deadlift, the lateral squat, and then that hover tap. So 1 rep is where we start. 5 minutes is where we go. All right, so let me get my timer started. Again, straight jump, single leg deadlift, lateral squat, push up, and hover tap. In 3, 2, 1, go. So squat, or jump, down and up, excuse me. Single leg deadlift, right and left. Woo! Balance first. Squat, 1, 2. Head to the floor, 1 push up. Forearms come down, we tap, opposite, opposite. Then we stand up. We go again, straight jump, 1, 2. Deadlift. I would say stay on the same leg to help build that balance training. So 2 on one side, 2 on the other. As you hinge, spine stays straight, soften through that front knee. Lateral squat, 1, 2. Head to the floor, push up. In that push up, guys, hands can go wide, narrow. You can take whatever style push up you would like. Then on that hover tap, try to stabilize through the torso. As the fingertips and toes reach in opposition, we've got to brace so we don't wobble and fall over, right? Then once you've done 2 taps, back up. 3 jumps, straight up and down. Don't worry, guys, I'm going to finish the set. I just need to get my hair out of my face. On that straight jump, hips go back and then squeeze through. On the deadlift, hips stay square as we hinge forward. You can tap the toe between reps, or you can try to balance, keeping it elevated. If you're really struggling with that deadlift, take it to a hinge with a tap back, keeping that toe down, sort of as a kickstand in that movement. Lateral squat, both knees bend, hips are square across the middle. If you don't want to jump there, step across, step across. Right and left is still 1. Then we're back down for push-ups. Forearms to the floor, opposition tap. Woo. Back up. Thanks, Jen. That's why we save them, so you can go back and do them at your own time. Although I do know there's a little bit more accountability involved with logging in live. Really plant through the heel, guys. Feel the glutes and hamstrings activate to pull you up out of that deadlift. And you don't have to keep pace with me. You can go faster, you can go slower. This is your time to move how you need to through this ladder. I didn't think I would lose count so early. I don't know if that's 4 or 5. Oh well. Team, we've got 1.5 minutes left. Keep rocking and rolling. An option to try, you can add one arm extended to add a little counterbalance. Whew. Under a minute, guys, 20 seconds. Under 10. Last 5. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, hold. Woo. So, big cardio push at the beginning to get us warm and ready. Well, this is lovely. All right, team. Next up, we have 3-minute intervals, 2 moves that we repeat through the 3 minutes. In this, we're gonna put a big focus on agility training. So developing speed and power to help us move and react quicker. So that's what I want you to focus on. First round, first moves. We have 10 anterior and lateral knee drives, right and left, and then 5 inchworms. So that knee drive, front, side, front, side. You're doing 10 on one, 10 on the other. If you want to, you can add a little impact to that drive. Then we have inchworms. So make sure you can see. Reach up, walk forward, push up, and walk back. So 10 knee drives right and left, 5 inchworms. You can take out the push-up on the inchworm if you need to. Your workout, your choice. So again, guys, 3 minutes. Come back to me. 3, 2, 1. So front, side, 2, 3. Keep the torso square. All the movement stays in the hip. Squeeze the front of the thigh and then the lateral glute. Once you're done one, jump to the other. And again, you don't have to take the impact. You can stay grounded and work right here. Check out the position of your torso. Are you starting to drop into that knee? No, right? We're staying lifted, focusing the work here. No idea how many that was. So we're gonna do inchworms now. So again, reach up, tuck the chin, walk forward, push up, no push up, and walk back. Guys, I want you to try to keep your knees straight on that inchworm. Get a little flexibility training in the hamstrings. If you can't, all good, but make it a conscious choice. So that if you're bending your knees, you're coming down to a squat, then walking forward to that extended plank, and then pushing back into that squat, bringing your heels to the floor before you stand tall. Once you've done 5, back to the knee drives. Chest up, abs braced. Don't let that torso follow your knee. And then try to keep moving. Switch right into that other side. Then when you're ready, rock out those inchworms. Again, you don't have to take the push-up. We still get plenty of work in the upper body, just in that forward and back walk. And then right back, 30 seconds left. Light top of the toe. Five seconds. And hold. All right. Nice, Anna. Way to do 8. So Anna got to 8 in the ladder. If anybody else wants to shout themselves out in the comments, go for it. I only got to 5. I think I talked too much, but it's all good, right? All right, guys, next one. So we're going to do a ladder run, multi-directional. So forward and back, out and in. Forward and back, out and in is 1. You're doing 10. Then we have 5 scissor power squats. So we are dropping down as low as we can and then lifting up, crossing the legs as we're in the air. So powering through the inner thighs, glutes, just 5 of those. 1 squat is 1 rep. 3, 2, 1, go. So forward and back, out and in is 1. We're doing 10. Then feet drop wide. So big range of movement on these, as much as you can. If you don't want to jump, squat, press the heel across. So, like a soccer kick, using the inner thighs. Once you've done 5, you're back to your ladder run. How quick can you go? Then power squats. Out, across. On that ladder run, switch leads. Don't always let the same foot start the movement. It's really hard. My right foot keeps taking over. Which is weird because I'm left-handed. Again, guys, you don't want to jump. Squat, press across, press across. You can still come up with power and get a big squeeze right through the inner thighs. Woo, did it. Left foot, whole time. Woo! My brain's not firing fast enough this morning. Keep going, guys. 30 seconds left. 10 seconds. Hold up. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, next up, single leg hops, forward and back. So 1 foot up, 1 foot down, 10 times, forward and back. Keep your knees soft, stay on your toes. It's a light switch. And just like in our squat or a lunge, think about pressing the knee towards the outside of the foot. Don't let it collapse in as you're taking that jump. Then 5 Spider-Man push-ups. So we come down to the floor and we bring the knee in towards the elbow as we drop to our push-up. You can take the same thing, tabletop or kneeling. And 5 push-ups is your total. Right and left doesn't matter. So if you want to make sure you're even on both sides, just alternate which foot starts each round. All right, guys. 3, 2, 1. Single leg. 10 times forward and back. Then see how quick you can switch. Then to the floor for Spider-Man push-ups. Facebook, I'm gonna adjust you a little bit. So hopefully you can see now. All right, guys, Spider-Man push-ups. So knee comes in as we drop into the push-up. Bracing the belly. Back to the single leg. If you don't like the forward and back, you can do 10 hops on the spot. If you're just getting comfortable with that single leg work, then you can switch. Again, doesn't have to be a big hop, guys. It can be super small, super light, challenging ankle stability. And then from the ankle, everything connects up, right? So if we set a strong base, everything else above gets stronger. Then back to the floor. Again, guys, you don't have to be on your toes. You can set up tabletop, horse stance, drop the elbows back, and still get a little bit of that pull by touching your knee to the elbow. Or you can take out that knee lift completely and just focus on the push-ups. If you are hopping forward and back, you should feel a little bit of work in the core as you are bracing in either direction. Trying to check the time for you. Less than a minute, 45 seconds. Switch. Wherever you are in your push-ups, I want you to think about every muscle in the body bracing to support the drive away from the floor. Speed does not matter in the push-ups. Three, 2, 1. All right, guys, 2 more sets. Then we do it all over again. Woo, yay. All right, guys, next move. We have floating skaters. So you're gonna sink one leg into the floor, other leg lifts tall. We press the leg out to the side and back in. Press out and in. So we are driving through the heel, firing the outer glute, and then firing all the muscles in the thigh, isolating in that standing leg. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Then we have 5 power burpees or half burpees. So we squat down, plank, squat. plank, squat. If you don't want to put your hands to the floor, squat, lunge, tap back, holding that low loaded position. In the squat lunge, right and left is 1. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1, go. So sink into that standing leg. Leg pushes out and pulls in. So working through all directions of the hip. Stay low, brace the abs. When you've done 10, you switch sides. This is not designed to be a super fast movement. I want you to control it so you feel, whoop, every side of the muscle. And then that standing leg should be working too. All right, 10, 10, then 5 power burpees. So we're down, plank, squat. So you've got to pull the feet in, getting the heels down. When you land, guys, to get your heels down, depending on your hip and ankle mobility, make sure your knees stay over your ankles. So if you're landing here, push wide. Again, I think I said this in a class last week. Set up your camera. Film yourself. It's a really great tool when you don't have an instructor directly in front of you to give you feedback. And if you have questions, feel free to shoot me a video. Shoot me a picture, whatever you got. Happy to help. Is anybody else's outer glute on fire? Hopefully it's not just me. If you're not feeling it, again, shoot me a DM and we'll chat. Woo! Use the core, use the shoulders. Everything should help you get up. Now we're back in. Sorry, trying to check the time again. 15 seconds. I'm gonna do 5 and 5 so I can keep it even. Whew. Anybody else notice how much higher my single leg squat got by this round? All right, guys, that's time. Last round. We have a 3-point mountain climber and then a standing Superman. So 3-point mountain climber, we're on the floor in plank. He comes across to the middle, to the outside. 3 points. We've got 10 for each side. You can do all 10 on one, or you can go back and forth. Then we have standing Superman. So kind of like our single leg deadlift, but we're hinging forward, lifting through the whole back, and then standing. This is going to be the one where we do 5 on one side and 5 on the other. So, when you're ready, come to the floor. Floor. 3-point mountain climber in 3, 2, 1, go. So opposite elbow, midpoint, same elbow. That's your pattern. So again, opposite, mid, out. You can stay on the same leg or you can switch back and forth. You're doing 10 on both sides. Try to keep the weight forward in the hands. If you need to, knees can come to the floor and just shorten the range of motion. So what I don't want you to do is compromise the position of your spine. If you need to, you can come to tabletop and lift that belly a little to round up out of the spine if you need that choice. All good. Final alternative, if you just can't come to the floor right now, if you can't do that on your wrists, come standing, hold the elbows here, and take a balance, and pull the knee up towards the top of the body. So that's if you can't come to the floor. Once you've done 10, again, guys, the next move is that standing Superman. So just like we're on the floor, we're lifting through all points of the back of the body. 5 on one, 5 on the other. I'm gonna come back and finish my mountain climber on the other side, so I'm even. And I'm pretty sure I've already done 5 on this leg, so I'm just gonna do 5 on the other side. Once you've done both 5s, back to the floor, mountain climbers again. And again, guys, throughout every move we do, we're bracing the core strong, stabilizing through the torso. So minimal shifts in the body as we're taking that mountain climber. You guys have 15 seconds. Again, wherever you are, kneeling, toes, standing, we can all find moments to work. We can all find ways to challenge ourselves wherever we are. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, slight extended break. Grab a drink. Whew. I think I had way too much coffee this morning, so my heart rate is like crazy high. And I have these lovely little, like, I don't know, what do we want to call those? Wings? Those are fun, right? All right, guys, so we're going to go back through. Same pattern we just did. Same, 5 sets? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, same 5 sets, 3 minutes. We know the moves now, which means we can focus a little more and execute a little stronger, right? So, as a reminder, first one is our knee drive, front and out, and then we've got our inchworms. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. 10 each side. Again, guys, when you take that lateral drive, torso stays square. We are opening through the hip, squeezing through the outside of the glute. Then inchworms, with or without the push-up. Back in. Again, guys, with or without the jump, focus on how lightly you can tap that toe to the floor. Use that control through the hip. Woo! Taking out the jump might actually be harder. You don't have that momentum to move the leg. Another challenge, hover the foot. Don't let the toes tap down. Whew. And then inchworms, guys. "45 seconds left. As you guys walk forward and back, if you've done my boot camps, you've heard me say it. No wiggle in the middle. So I don't want to see you. I think this should be a good shot for it. As you walk forward, this should not be happening. It should be rock solid. Just stepping with the hands, not allowing those steps to rotate your torso. All right, guys, hold. Next up, we have our ladder runs, forward, back, in and out, and then our power scissor squats. 10 and 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Forward, whoops, stepped on myself. Forward, back, out and in. I'm a little worried about these power squats now because I can hear moisture on my shoes. And that's all I need. I don't have a split. So if my feet go out from under me, we're done. Or I'm done and I'm talking you through the rest of this. Don't forget choices. Round 2 might feel a little more challenging, but what matters is that we keep moving with good form and good intentions. If that means you take out some of the impact, who cares? You're up, you're sweating, you're breathing hard, getting those endorphins flowing. Are you challenging your speed? Trying to get faster every time you step. And here, big squeeze, big lift. Then brakes and control on the landing. "45 seconds. I lost count. 30 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, next. Single leg hops, Spider-Man push-ups. 10, 10, 5. 3, 2, 1, go. So single leg hops, 10 on each. All right, I just had a panic moment where I thought we were going for 5 minutes instead of 3, but we're good. It's been 3 minutes. So again, guys, if you're taking that forward and back option, don't be afraid to challenge the range. Again, power and agility. We want to put them together. Then, spider push-ups. Let's get ready to do power burpees. Wishful thinking. If you're struggling with those team, an option, where can I show you? Here-ish, an option could be to elevate. So you can use a wall, take the toes back a little further, and then come here. So still working the upper body, but much less pressure and intensity than with the body weight fully on the floor. Trying to check the numbers just to see who's still with me. And again, guys, Spider-Man push-ups. Control. Whew. Less than a minute. Switch. Whew, 20 seconds. Three, two, one. All right, guys, next. Floating skaters, and then power burpees. 10, 10, and 5. 2 sets left, team. 2 sets, that's it. All right, guys, so sink into that standing leg. 3, 2, 1, go. So elevate and push, pull. So think about squeezing on both sides of that skater. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. You should feel the obliques working here. And then switch. Balance first, whoop, then move. Pick a point, fixate on it with your vision to help lock in the balance. And then power burpees, feet wide, sink down, plank, squat. Whew. Chest is up, guys. Make sure you're not sinking through the torso. Whew. Check in where you're holding tension. For some reason, I'm putting a whole lot of my upper body on this, which is not the point. It's down here. So just try to relax the upper body. Push and pull. Whew. Let's hit the deck. Pull the feet through. Hip flexors, upper abs, shoulders. Get that reset position. Then right back. 30 seconds. Whew. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. All right, guys, last one. 3-point mountain climber and then standing Supermans. But don't go anywhere because we got one more thing after this. So if you got that towel, bring it to the floor. Remember, 3 points, 10 on each side. You can knock out all 10 or you can go back and forth. 3, 2, 1, go. So set up that strong plank. Wrists right below the shoulders, and we drive the knee opposite, in, and same. Across, middle, outside. Keep the hips down low. Make sure you're breathing. Then standing Supermans when you're done. Whew. 5 on one, 5 on the other. Press the back of the arms up towards the ceiling. Then pull everything together. So as you come back to the stand, we are pushing up and pushing down. So engaging the muscles of the upper back on each end of the movement. Make sure I don't kick my wall here. Whew. Back to the floor, guys, if you're not already there. We're already down to a minute. So see how quickly you can get through. Whew! Shoulders on fire. All right, guys, that's time. If you want to finish it up, even it up, go for it. Once again, grab a drink. We have 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. And we are going back to our ladder. So again, I said we're using a formula we used before. So whatever your top number was in your ladder, that's where you're starting. So like Anna got 8. So she's going to start at 8 and work her way down to 1. If you get back to 1, finish your round of 1 reps before 5 minutes is up, you get to start your recovery. If not, get as far as you can. Whew. Are we ready, guys? Last 5 minutes of this. Let's commit. Let's get through it together. And then enjoy this beautiful sunny day before we're hit with crazy, crazy rain later, right? All right, guys, so 5 minutes. As a reminder, your pattern, straight jump, single leg deadlift, lateral squats, push up, tap, hover. You start at the highest number you got and work your way down. 5 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo. Hold up. Flinging sweat all over my living room. You guys don't hold up, just me. That didn't really work. Still slinging it. How's your balance? Better or worse than it was before? Whew. Still bracing through that core, guys. Everything we do, this should be active. Woo! Lateral squats are after your deadlift. Then push-ups, knees, toes, kneeling, wall. Whatever you need at this point in your workout to get through. Then hover taps. Right and left is 1. Then back to the top, guys. 2 minutes in, 3 minutes to go. Again, you don't want to leave the floor. You're feeling super tired, but you want to stay in. Just lift up on those toes. My heart rate's still up. My legs are still burning. I keep kicking my wall. Whew. My left leg is super tired for whatever reason. Struggling on that side. But we're still in, and we're 2 minutes from the end. Woo. Hold on. Got to get back on Instagram. All right, guys, you got 1:15. We're back, Instagram, 1:15. Sorry, guys. That whole 1 hour cutoff thing. I'm only at 1:10, or 1 hour, 10 seconds. 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left. Keep working. You got 1 minute. Whew. Getting dizzy. "38 seconds. Woo! I don't know what is going on with that left leg today. Trying to go for speed, that's what my problem is. Three, two, one. All right, guys, that's time. Catch your breath. Grab a drink. If you have like 2 more minutes, let's stretch out. We put a lot of work in the lower body today and a good amount in the shoulders too. So we want to make sure we allow that recovery to happen. Whew. I am like a drowned rat looking thing over here. Hopefully somebody else feels the same way. All right, guys, as your heart rate starts to come down, take a little stretch, heel the glutes, push the top of your shoe into the palm of your hand, try to open up through the front of your thigh. Switch sides. Start to feel your heart rate come back down. Take one leg, heel to the front, put your hands on the bent leg, and find a stretch in the hamstring of that straight forward leg. And switch sides. Think of that deadlift hinging from the hips, spine is long. All right, guys, a little balance, a little flexibility. Cross one ankle over your standing leg, sink back, creating a figure 4, opening through the outer hip and glutes. Flex the top foot to protect your knee. If you can, if you want, you can add just a teeny bit of pressure to help open that hip a little bit more. All right, stand up and switch sides. Woo. Balance first, then we sink. All right, guys, 2 more stretches. Take the foot that was elevated back behind the front leg. Put the weight in your back heel. Shift the hip to the side wall. And switch. All right, guys, last one. Press the arms out wide. Take them all the way behind. Clasp the fingertips. Push your knuckles towards the floor. Lift up through the chest and feel that opening through the front of the shoulders. Whew. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic day. As usual, enjoy the beautiful sun. If I read my weather app correctly, it's supposed to get up to feeling like 70 today, at least in my part of the woods, down in good old Hamden, Hawaii. So yeah, get outside, enjoy it, breathe the fresh air, get some sunshine. Whew. And we'll see you back maybe later today. If you want to do a little yoga, a little Pilates, boxing at noon with Chip. And then we've got body pump tomorrow at 9:30. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Anna. Got down to 3. Nice. Better than I did, and I only started at 6. Woo!